Welcome to my presentation. Dear learners, today I am going to show before you at a glance of 12 tenses. That's mean there are 12 tenses in English language. Mainly there are three parts: present tense, past tense, future tense. Every tenses has some subsections. That's mean present tense has four subsections: present indefinite, present continuous, present perfect continuous. Such is past, the same: past indefinite, past continuous, past perfect continuous. Then future, it has also four subsections: future indefinite, future continuous, future perfect continuous. If I add up, equalize 12 tenses at a glance, I will show before you 12 tenses, its structure, and some adverbials. How will you select, how will you identify its tense? Then examples. Okay, dear learners, now I'm going to start my journey, and every student must be watch this video very attentively. Then you will try to utilize in your personal development. Mainly, firstly focus on, then you will try to develop your skill. Okay, present indefinite or simple present. That's mean simple present or present indefinite. Structure subject plus present form or base form. That's mean if I would say in brief, B1. First subject, then verb, then necessarily object or others. But present tense has some condition. If the subject third person singular number, you have to add s or es with verbs. If the subject not third person singular number, you don't need to add s or es, especially affirmative form. And you will also find some time adverbial: always, often, sometimes, rarely, regularly. You will find more adverbial words, but I have showed before you some. It will also means, and it will also helps to identify present indefinite or simple present. Now example: she regularly learns her lesson or lessons. Watch, here is as also at verbs. Why? Because subject she is third person singular number. If I use I always learn my lesson, then I don't need to add s, because I is first person, only third person singular number. Other person you don't need. If the third person, that's in plural number, you don't need. Okay, now I'm going to explain before you present continuous. Subject am is our b1 plus ing. That's mean present participle. Present form, then you will add ing. Mind it, according to subject, you have to use auxiliary verb. Am is are. Every auxiliary verb must not be used the every subject. Especially I take am, plural subject take are, singular subject takes is. And adverbial clause: now, at the moment, at present. You are watching TV now. I am watching TV now. He is watching TV now. Understand? I have already told before you three sentences. Present perfect. Subject have is V3. V3 means past participle. Past participle. Again, after subject, you have to choose. According to subject, you have to choose auxiliary verb. Especially, singular subject takes has. Especially, plural subject takes have. But except I and you. I means singular, you mean singular. If you means singular, also take have. That is exceptional. Adverb plus yet, already, ever, never. Example, he has already finished his work or homework. Present perfect continuous. Subject have been, has been, B1 plus ing. Mind it, every continuous subject must takes present participle. Present participle means present from then at ing. Adverb clause for since. For means indefinite time, since means definite time. And after subject, you have to choose auxiliary verbs according to subject. Subject singular, it will take singular auxiliary. Subject plural, it will take plural. Example, we have been playing cricket since morning. Since, I have used since because morning is fixed time. And if I say we have been playing cricket for 2 hours, this not fixed time, this not definite time, it's indefinite time. When I played, and this time is not actually mentioned. Now, past indefinite or simple past. Simple past, affirmative form subject plus B2. But negative or interrogative, subject did not B1. That's the negative. Follow these rules. Interrogative, you have to use did before subject. But specially, verb form of past, that's in B2, past form. Only one tense used in a tense, simple past and affirmative form. Without simple past affirmative form, you don't use and you don't find using past form of verbs any tense. Mind it. And adverb clause, yesterday, last night, last week, 2 years ago. Example, Karim bought a computer last week. Past continuous. Subject was where? B1 plus ing. Same. Subject, then you have to choose auxiliary verbs according to subject. Subject singular takes was, subject plurals take were. So, and adverb times, while, at that time, at that moment. While I was doing my homework, you called me. After while, you have to use past continuous. And past perfect, subject plus head plus B3. And adverb clause, before, after. And before, after. Example, the patient died before the doctor came. If I use adverb of time after, I have to reverse. Reverse means the patient died after the doctor had come. That's mean if you see before means before part past perfect, then past indefinite. If you use after, that's mean you have to close. That's mean the patient died, then you have to add the doctor had come. That's mean reverse. Before means before part past perfect, after means after part past perfect. Past perfect continuous, subject plus had been B1 plus ing. Again, here is also adverb for since. I had been working for an hour while my friend phoned me. Dear learners, you have to very attentive structure and adverbal part. Then you will be able to identify, you will be able to write down the sentence. Now I am going to show before you future tense related other tenses. Dear learners, now I am going to show before you future tense. Simple future or future indefinite. Subject shall will be one. Firstly, I would like to clear before you that after first person you have to use auxiliary verb shall, and other persons must follow, must take will. And adverbial, time adverbial, tomorrow, next week, next month, in a month, such as. Example, I shall meet you tomorrow. Future continuous subject shall be, will be, B1 plus ing. It's very similar. Every continuous tense after auxiliary verb must take present participle. That's been B1 plus ing. And the same way, after first person, you have to use shall. Rest of the person, you have to use will. But if the subject confirm or make force, that time you will exchange. That's in corresponding. You have to use after first person will, and after other person you have to use shall. And time adverbial at that time, by the time. Example, at that time he will be helping my father clean the garden. Future perfect shall have, will have plus B3. And a time adverbial by the time already. Kona will have finished her work by the time you arrive. Now here is time of adverbial. Here is time of adverbial. And future perfect continuous subject plus shall have been, will have been B1 plus ing. That's when every future tenses, the auxiliary verb not changes the same, but you have to use the same rules. After first person, you have to take shall. After other person, you have to take will. And adverbial for or since, they will have been drawing a picture for an hour. Dear learners, now I am going to conclude the session. Before concluding the session, I am mentioning and I am telling before you that some similarities, some dissimilarities. 12 tenses, only 2 tenses does not take affirmative for auxiliary verb, present indefinite or past indefinite. Rest of the 10 sentences, affirmative, negative, every form must take auxiliary verb. And every continuous tense similarities after auxiliary verb B1 plus ing. Every perfect tense after auxiliary verb B3. Understand? And 3 present tenses. 3 indefinite tense. That's mean present indefinite, present continuous, present indefinite, future indefinite or past indefinite. Present indefinite take B1, but if the subject third person singular number affirmative form, you have to use S or yes. Only affirmative. Past indefinite take B2. Past indefinite take B2, only affirmative. Rest of the form B1, such as negative, interrogative. Future indefinite, it must take B1. You don't need to add any S or ES. You don't need to change the form. I have already mentioned, and according to this structure, you have to practice a lot. Mind it, practice a lot. Practice makes a man perfect. Without having much practice, without having lot of practice, you cannot be skilled using English language, and you cannot be skilled using 12 tenses in English language. Overall, practice, practice, practice and practice. Thank you very much for watching the video clips. Very soon, I will stand before you for taking another new class. Allah Hafiz.